People say acupuncture didn't help them. This is a very big question I get asked casually when I'm out to dinner as well as in the office. And my front desk staff reports that a lot of people get this question asked. I like to debunk this myth that acupuncture does or doesn't work, almost like it's only appropriate for the percentage of people. If you're human and you have the same neuroanatomy as everybody else, which everyone does, then acupuncture can help. So I want to clear up some issues that people have or misconceptions, and they're mainly three. There's three things that would cause for someone not to have any results with acupuncture. The first is that their disorder required some other intervention. Say they needed surgery and they were a true candidate. Very often surgery gets overprescribed and overutilized for people who definitely don't need it. There are people that absolutely need it. And if you are one of those people, or if you know someone who said they got acupuncture, didn't work for them, and they happen to fall into that category, of course acupuncture didn't work for them. They needed something more serious like surgical intervention. Two, they didn't follow up through with their protocol. So if I tell somebody to come in 2 times a week for 3 weeks for 6 sessions, I say that because I know after 3 to 5 days of each session, the amount of hormones that are released are going to subside. And at that point, if we don't hop on that cyclical cascading of hormones, and inflammation can then have a chance to build back up again. So this happens with a few of my patients. My retention rate happens to be very high, and so I do get my results because I'm very strict when I tell people the reason I want you to come in this amount of times is XYZ. So I do get good follow through, but a lot of practitioners, if they didn't explain it very clearly, may lose a lot of patients and not really get the results that they were hoping for because the person didn't follow through. And then lastly, and this falls upon the practitioner, if you get a wrong diagnosis or the wrong treatment follow through for the disorder, you'll never get the results. And so that person could then say, the patient, that acupuncture didn't work for them. But again, it's not the acupuncture that didn't work. It's either acupuncture wasn't appropriate for that disorder, the protocol wasn't followed or adhered correctly, and then third, the diagnosis or treatment was done disproportionately to what the person was coming in for. Aside from those things, if acupuncture is prescribed for something that it can handle and treat, and it's given in a proper protocol or procedure, and the person follows through with that, there's no reason that it shouldn't help at all. That's why it's been so effective for thousands of years.